If you're a man over 50 and you've been waking up more often at night to pee, feeling like your stream is getting weaker, or struggling to fully empty your bladder, it's not just an annoying part of aging. It's a warning sign from your prostate. Most people assume an enlarged prostate is inevitable. But what if I told you that a specific, everyday habit, something incredibly common, is actually making it worse? And even more concerning, most men over 60 are doing it without realizing the damage it's causing to their urinary health, their comfort, and their sleep. Recent insights from urologists and functional medicine doctors have confirmed what many men have long suspected. Lifestyle has a much bigger impact on prostate size and function than we've been told. The truth is, while some prostate growth is normal, inflammation-driven enlargement, the kind that squeezes your urethra and keeps you running to the bathroom, is largely preventable. And this particular habit? It silently fuels that inflammation every single day. Welcome to Clean and Green Tips, the place where we bring you science-backed, natural ways to take control of your health, especially after 50. If you're looking to feel stronger, sleep better, and avoid medications when possible, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. We're here to help you stay ahead of the curve, naturally. So, what is this prostate enlarging habit? It's something many people consider harmless: sitting for long periods without movement. That's right, prolonged sitting, especially combined with poor posture and lack of circulation, is now being linked to prostate inflammation and fluid buildup. Think about how many hours a day you spend sitting, in the car, at the table, in front of the TV, or scrolling on your phone. It adds up, and your pelvic region pays the price. When you sit too long, you reduce blood flow to your lower abdomen and pelvic organs. That stagnant circulation increases pressure, encourages inflammation, and slows down the lymphatic system, which is responsible for clearing waste and toxins from tissues, including the prostate. The result? A slow but steady buildup of fluid, irritation, and swelling in the prostate gland. And if you're already dealing with mild BPH symptoms, sitting too much makes everything worse. The urgency, the frequency, the discomfort. This habit is especially dangerous for men who don't stay physically active. The prostate relies on regular movement to keep things flowing, not just in terms of urine, but blood, nutrients, and immune support. That's why many men start to feel better when they add simple daily habits like walking, stretching, and pelvic mobility exercises. The key is to break up your sitting. Even standing up for 2 minutes every 30 minutes can make a big difference. But sitting isn't the only hidden trigger. The way we eat and drink also plays a role in how inflamed the prostate becomes over time. For instance, consuming high amounts of red meat, processed meats, and fried foods has been linked to greater levels of inflammation throughout the body, including the prostate. These foods tend to increase oxidative stress and trigger immune responses that can cause swelling and irritation in glandular tissue. At the same time, certain beverages, especially those with caffeine, alcohol, and artificial sweeteners, can irritate the bladder and worsen urinary symptoms. They may not directly enlarge the prostate, but they make the symptoms feel more intense. That's why it's so important to monitor how your body reacts after your meals and drinks. Are you rushing to the bathroom an hour after coffee? Does wine at dinner make you get up twice during the night? Your bladder's reactions can be a clear signal that your prostate is under pressure. Making smarter food and drink choices, especially in the evening, can help your prostate settle down and reduce the constant feeling of urgency. Adding anti-inflammatory foods like tomatoes, which are rich in lycopene, along with broccoli, green tea, and pumpkin seeds, can support overall prostate health naturally. These aren't magic bullets, but when combined with the habit of moving more and sitting less, they give your prostate the environment it needs to stay calm and functional. Now think about your daily routine. How long are you sitting without moving? What kinds of foods dominate your plate? And what are you drinking? After 6 p.m.? These little details can either fuel inflammation or help restore balance, and I'd love to hear your take on this. Have you ever noticed a connection between sitting too long or eating certain foods and your urinary health? Share your story. In the comments, your experience might be exactly what another man needs to hear to start making better choices. One of the most powerful shifts you can make for your prostate health is learning how to calm chronic inflammation from the inside out. And while movement and diet play a big role, there's another silent contributor to prostate swelling that often goes completely unnoticed: stress. Yes, stress isn't just in your head. It affects your entire body, especially the lower abdomen. When you're under stress, your nervous system triggers a fight or flight response. That increases muscle tension, tightens the pelvic floor, and restricts blood flow, all of which can aggravate your prostate and bladder. Men who carry stress in their lower back or hips often report more frequent urination, pelvic discomfort, or a heavy feeling in the lower belly. That's because tension in the pelvic muscles compresses the organs in that area, disrupting healthy circulation and lymphatic drainage. Over time, this creates an environment where inflammation can build and linger. So if you're under constant pressure or tend to clench your abdomen when anxious, your prostate may be feeling the consequences. That's why practices like deep breathing, stretching, and gentle movement are more than just feel-good routines. They're essential. Incorporating just 10 minutes a day of relaxation breathing, light yoga, or mobility work focused on the hips and lower back can make a significant difference. It helps to release trapped tension, restore healthy nerve signals, and bring more oxygen-rich blood to the area. Now, let's talk about something else your prostate desperately needs, but isn't getting enough of: zinc. This mineral is crucial for male reproductive health, and the prostate stores more zinc than almost any other organ in the body. Zinc helps regulate inflammation, supports immune balance, and is vital for tissue repair. But studies show that as men age, zinc levels decline, especially if they're not getting enough from food or if their digestion is compromised. Foods rich in zinc include pumpkin seeds, oysters, lentils, and cashews. But if your diet is limited, or if you're dealing with absorption issues, a high-quality zinc supplement can help restore balance. Just make sure to check with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplements. Another nutrient worth highlighting is omega-3 fatty acids. Found in fatty fish like salmon, as well as flax seeds and walnuts, omega-3 south are potent anti-inflammatories. They don't just help your heart and brain. They actively reduce swelling in tissues like the prostate. Adding these foods to your weekly routine or using a purified fish oil supplement can have a measurable impact on how your prostate behaves. Of course, the body works best when these strategies are combined. That means movement throughout the day to avoid sitting too long, anti-inflammatory meals focused on whole foods, stress relief built into your routine, and key nutrients that support the prostate on a cellular level. This integrated approach creates real, lasting change, not just symptom management. There's no magic pill, but there is a natural rhythm your body is craving. When you give it what it needs, movement, clean fuel, rest, and nutrients, your organs respond with balance and strength. And your prostate, as sensitive as it may be, is no exception. Now think about your routine again. Are you allowing your body to move and reset? Or are you spending hours tense, seated, and inflamed? Are you eating foods that fight swelling or fuel it? Small, steady upgrades in these areas can add up to better urinary flow, less urgency, deeper sleep, and more confidence in your own body. And I'd love to hear what's working for you. Have you noticed any improvements when you added zinc or omega-3s? Have stress reduction techniques helped your nighttime urination? Share your experiences in the comments. We all learn better when we learn together. As you begin to take better care of your prostate with smarter movement, cleaner foods, and key nutrients like zinc and omega-3, it's important to build a daily rhythm that actually supports these efforts long-term. One of the easiest and most overlooked changes you can make is adjusting the timing of your meals and drinks. Late-night eating, especially heavy or salty meals, can put pressure on both the bladder and prostate while you sleep. That pressure contributes to more nighttime urination and interrupted rest. Try eating your last full meal at least 3 hours before bed and keep it light. Think lean proteins, steamed vegetables, and calming herbs like parsley or basil. Avoid spicy foods, heavy meats, and alcohol, which are all known irritants to the bladder and prostate. If you need something later in the evening, try a small portion of pumpkin seeds or a warm herbal tea like chamomile. Both have calming, anti-inflammatory properties. Another simple but highly effective practice is hydration timing. Many men don't realize that drinking most of their fluids after dinner forces the bladder to stay active overnight, which adds more pressure on the prostate. The trick is to front-load your water intake earlier in the day. Get most of your hydration in by late afternoon, and then taper off in the evening. This alone can make a noticeable difference in how often you wake up to pee. Beyond what you consume, how you move throughout the day is just as critical. Try adding short walks after meals, especially dinner. Movement after eating helps with digestion, reduces inflammation, and improves circulation to the pelvic area. Even a 10-minute walk after dinner can help reduce pressure on your bladder and keep your prostate functioning better. And don't forget the power of targeted stretching and posture. Poor pelvic posture, such as slouching in a recliner or sitting hunched forward, compresses the lower abdomen and restricts blood flow. Practicing a few daily stretches for the hips, lower back, and thighs can create more space and ease around the prostate. One effective move is the figure 4 stretch done lying on your back. Another is simply lying on your back with your legs elevated against the wall to drain tension and fluid from the pelvic area. Some men also find relief by using natural anti-inflammatory remedies like saw palmetto, stinging nettle root, or pygeum, all of which have been shown in research to reduce symptoms of BPH. These herbs don't shrink the prostate instantly, but over time they can help regulate hormone activity, reduce swelling, and improve urinary flow. If you're considering one, talk to a knowledgeable health provider about the right dosage and combination for your needs. This isn't about trying to be perfect. It's about stacking small, consistent habits that support your body's natural healing abilities. When you remove the triggers, excess sitting, processed foods, tension, and poor circulation and replace them with smart, simple choices, your body responds. You begin to sleep better. You urinate less often. Your flow improves. And most importantly, you regain peace of mind. You're not just reducing symptoms. You're building a life where your prostate works with you, not against you. You deserve that freedom, and it's more attainable than you think. The key is consistency. So what will you change today? Will you take a walk after dinner? Stretch before bed? Swap your afternoon coffee for green tea? Let us know in the comments which of these strategies you're ready to try, or share something that's worked for you. Your journey might inspire someone else who's just starting to make changes. And if this video gave you new insights, don't forget to like it, subscribe to Clean and Green Tips, and tap the bell icon so you never miss out on the next natural health tip designed just for you. Here's to better nights, stronger flow, and a calmer, healthier prostate naturally.